Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another interesting episode on our Little Slaw YouTube channel. So today I've got an interesting question. Yeah, that's really interesting, I should say. And the question is, should we use correlation functions used in JMeter, like using the boundary extractor or using the regular expressions in K6 tool? So or we can use JavaScript only. So his question is, why can't we use the regular expressions like how we use for JMeter, new loader, load runner, and why we should use using the K6? So firstly, let me tell you the difference between the correlation, how correlation works in JMeter and K6. And before we move on to this video, this is me, Yohan Shanmugam. I welcome you all to our Little Slaw YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and please do give a thumbs up if you like this video and share this video with your friends who are looking for any performance testing, engineering, DevOps related, SR related videos. And coming back to this video, so correlation in JMeter is done using built-in GUI components. So we know the regex extractor, the regular expression extractor, which is easy to point and click regular expression capturing. And then we do have boundary extractor, which we can use to define the left boundary and right boundary, and JMeter extracts anything in between, and we have lots of other extractors like the JSON extractor and multiple extractors. So all these are declarative and automated. That is, we don't write any code. All we do is just the expressions, the regular expressions. But when it comes to K6, we all know K6 is a pure JavaScript based, pure JS based. So it does not offer these extractors out of the box because it assumes you will write your own parsing logic using JS tools. Again, we do have multiple tools for this, like dot match for regular expressions and json.parse for JSON, and there are much more which we'll discuss in the upcoming videos. But in this we are going to see an example with dot match, that is for regular expression, and in fact we do have external libraries for XML or advanced parsing. So it's not that you can't do correlation, but it's just that K6 gives you flexibility, but it expects you to do some coding, while JMeter gives you ready-made tools. So that is the difference. So JMeter gives you ready-made tools, but K6 wants you to do coding for getting a correlation. So let's first understand the regular expression example with match. So here, let me open my Visual Studio Code. So here is my sample response. I'm just typing it here for your easier understanding. So inside bracket, I'm really sorry for this one. Okay. So inside this command, I have a value called token, right? And that has a colon and then the value, which is, say, for example, little slaw, right? So now this is the response. Okay. And for this, I have to write a K6 script, and the K6 script goes like this. So let me write a file, for example. Okay, match.js. So this will be my JS file to write the code. And firstly, let me import the HTTP, which we all know from K6/HTTP, since it's going to be a web application. Yes, and enter the semicolon. And then I'm going to export the default function, and where I'm going to get the response saved in here. That's going to be, it is going to be just an example, right? So I'm going to write like example.com slash API. So this is just an example API. So now I'm sending a GET request. So I'm sending a GET request to the system, right? So the next thing is we are going to extract the full response of this page. So that's what is going to happen when we run this test, right? So I understand you are okay until this point. So let me quickly change this URL to a original one that's working. So what I'll do is let me quickly change the URL here. So since I've changed the URL, let me just make a small change. So instead of let, I'm going to change it as like const res, and then I'm going to print it. So console.log and then res.body, right? So this will help me to get the full um, information of what is happening. So for this, I'm going to use k6 run match.js. Yep. So this has got me the entire response of that page, right? So this is the actual response everyone of us know. A menu, a logo, and then the items, the dog, the reptiles, the birds, and everything. So this is going to be the response of this page that I wanted to extract. So the next thing is we're going to extract the category ID, right? So we have the category IDs here, the category ID. So I'm going to extract it using the regular expression, and that is through match, right? For that, I'm going to write the command here. So initially I have printed the statement here, printed the response here, but now I'm going to extract all the category IDs from the anchor tag. So I'm going to use constant matches. So I'm going to get the matches. Let me quickly paste it. Okay, so we have got the matches, and then so now what I added here is three dots and then the response.body where I'm going to match all the categories. So when I use the match all, that works as an iterator. So I have used the three dots to return it into an array, right? So when I use match all, I get multiple values. So when I get multiple values, I'm going to store it in an array, and to store it in an array, I need these three dots, right? So that's the that k6, the JavaScript command, and then I have to print all these, right? So whatever values I have fetched, I have to paste all these values. So here I'm pasting all these values. That is matches for each of these values. I'm going to print it, print these category values. So now let me go back. Let me quickly save this and let me go back to my command line. So when I print it, when I run my command, I can see all the items that has been saved. So all the category 1, category 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all these categories has been printed out, right? So based on the category. So anything that falls under the category ID or anything that falls in between this category value will be printed here. So this here is the match command, right? The match code where I have used. So now I have extracted values just like the JMeter's regular expression extractor, but in JavaScript with match all, right? Now, if I want to extract, so here I have extracted all the values. So what if I want to extract only the first value? So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another um, constant that's going to be match, constant match, and then the same res.body dot match, and then the command. So the command here is the category ID equals, and in the bracket, I will add A to Z plus symbol, close the bracket, and then add a backslash to escape that. And yep, I've got to create a regular expression extractor. So this, but anyways, I'm creating a regular expression, but still I'm using the match command, and we do not have any plugins or something like that where I can without a code I'm not able to achieve it, or without a code I won't be able to achieve it. And then the next thing is I'm going to create the first category ID here. So I'm going to create another constant, that is the first category ID equals match. So what did I do here is the match of 0, the very first match, which is the category ID, will be extracted here, and I'm going to extract the match group for it. So if nothing is found, then it'll return null for me. So let me print the value using the console.log. So this is what it does. So what will happen is, let me just quickly explain to you. So let me give you a breakdown. So res.body is the full HTML response, and we know that. The next thing is match off. So match off. So and this is inside it. Okay. So just remember match off. The match off is the JavaScript function that applies as a regular expression to a string and it returns the first match. That's it. So match off is going to extract us and inside it we're going to get the first match. So this category ID matches the exact text in the HTML and this A to Z plus is the capture group. So we all know there are groups in the responses. So this is the first capture group. And then we do have match of 0, the full match string. So that's the match of 0. We do have it. And then finally, the last one, the default. So if it is not found, then we're going to display default. So let's quickly execute it and see what happens. Could not initialize, could not load, syntax error unmatched. Okay, so we got some issues with the unmatched. Let's quickly fix it. Okay, so here we have got the first category ID equals fish and the source is console. And so let me just quickly reiterate. So we have created a match value with the body.match where I'm going to get all the responses from the body and I'm going to match it with the category ID. So yes, we do use the regular expressions, but it's going to be through the code. So that's what happens. We don't use any ready-made tools like what we have in other JMeter or in Neoload. And then the first category value has been displayed. So let me just quickly give you a summary of the differences between JMeter and K6. So when we want to do some simple JSON parsing, we can actually use JSON.parse under response.body of key. Where else in JMeter we can use JSON extractor, and for regular expression based parsing we can use res.body.match of regular expression. Anyways, yeah, we're going to use regular expression, but in case JMeter we can use regular expression extractor, and same applies. Okay, we can actually use index of and slice of for boundary extractor in K6 that we're going to see in a different video tomorrow. And then we do have nested XML data where we can use XPath or JSON path in JMeter, but we can use DOM parser or external libraries in K6. So we are going to see all of them in the upcoming videos. And hope I believe this video will be very useful to you. So until I see you all in the next videos, bye bye from Vasan Shamnugam and your favorite Little Salah YouTube channel. Take care and bye bye.